Hello, good to know you there. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for your previous watch time. And if you've been gaining knowledge, you've been gaining value, please subscribe and share also to others. Now, thank you so much. We already started with magnesium as a mineral essential for proper health and functioning of the body, both animals and for man. And so we looked at the historical perspective, how it was discovered, and then for the first 21st century, the usefulness in terms of feeding, nutrition. And then we've also looked at the sources of magnesium, dietary magnesium, being especially from leafy vegetables, and then also from animal tissues. You have the milk and cheese, dairy products in essence. And then we also looked at those that are incorporated, magnesium incorporated in food like bread and other canned products. Now, we'll be looking at the function of magnesium. Now, when magnesium is consumed in the body, what is absorbed? We looked at absorption. Now, what happens? What is the function that it plays? Magnesium is known to be the essential cofactor in enzymatic reactions in the body. Cofactors help enzymatic processes. Number one, it's energy metabolization. In energy metabolization, which involves the production of ATP. Now, ATP refers to or is adenosine triphosphate. It is the currency of energy, or the energy currency that a body understands. So just like you have a currency which you spend your money, the power for purchasing and settlement of debt, the money. Now, the ATP is the currency that the body understands, and the package in which energy is stored for humans, but for animals. So ATP, and so magnesium is essential in energy metabolization, breaking down of energy, also more building or breaking and storing, and then breaking it down subsequently when needed. So magnesium is essential in production of energy for the body from the food that have been consumed, whether from human or from animals. Number two function of magnesium is neuromuscular function. Neuro is for neurons and muscle, referring to the interplay or interaction of neurons in the body with the muscles. The muscles have, the neurons have nerve endings attached to muscles. So, by which case you can feel impulses. Someone touches you, whether heat or cold, or something painful or something shocking, you get to know. So, magnesium actually plays a very important role in helping to regulate transmission of impulses. So when someone touches you, anything touches you, whether hot or cold, whether it's itching or whatsoever, magnesium helps in the transmission of information between the nerve ending, between the nerves to the muscle. The muscles will do the reaction, and you move your hand or move your body, or just like I'm talking now, someone hits me, I feel it from neurons passing information to the muscles, and I pull off. Just like that. So magnesium plays important roles in there. Now, number three, we'll look at bone formation. Now, this is very critical, very important. We already said in the introductory part of the previous videos. Now, please, so far if you gained something, you want to check the previous videos to get some of the things we talked about. And also, please don't forget to like and to share. Thank you so much. Follow and subscribe. Now, what we're saying here, in the previous class we said calcium, we talked about calcium, we talked about vitamin D, very essential in the production of bones. Now, magnesium in conjunction with calcium and vitamin D help in the formation of bones and maintaining a very healthy bone. Now, we said that calcium and magnesium plays about the same thing. In the periodic table, they are both group 2 elements, and they are both group 2 elements in the periodic table. In chemistry, those who understand that in chemistry, they play about the same thing. Although in the body you'd have a larger percentage of calcium compared to magnesium. Both are like antagonistic minerals having them in the body. So magnesium is about 50 to 60% of the skeleton, or let me say, 50 to 60% of magnesium in the body is actually located in the skeleton. The other 50 to 40% is actually in other body tissues like the muscles and the soft tissues. So magnesium plays an important role in the healthy bones together with calcium and vitamin D. Now number 5, as we have here, cardiovascular health. Cardio has to do with the heart, and vascular, the blood vessels. So like I said previously, you can know scientific word by breaking them in syllables or into the two functional parts. Cardio refers to the heart and the vessels. That is, the blood vessels linking the heart, either taking blood away or bringing blood in as a result of the pumping action of the heart. Now, magnesium plays important role in helping the maintenance of normal heart rhythm. Heart rhythm means the pump rate, the way in which it goes. It's not too fast, not too slow. The pumping, the heart rhythm, and also blood pressure regulation, and also vascular tone. Now, the pressure in which the intensity of flow of blood, in which it goes. Now, of course, you know that when the blood vessel is plagued, the vessel passage is actually reduced. The heart will have to pump more. And although when it's also free from some plaques that have narrowed the vessel, blood flow is actually a lot more easier going. So in this case, in this situation, in regulation of blood flow in the body, the blood pressure and others, magnesium plays key roles. Now number 5, look at the formation of DNA and protein synthesis. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. It is the actual genetic material in the body. So for the formation of the genetic material and stability and cell growth, magnesium plays an important role. DNA has the genetic information. So what determines the both phenotypic and genotypic traits in living organisms, plants and animals, humans of course included. The DNA carries the genetic information. Magnesium plays an important role in the synthesis of DNA. And also in the synthesis. Synthesis means production or production, synthesizing of protein. Proteins are essential for growth of the cells, because proteins from amino acids, you form proteins which are the building block of proteins, which are the building block of what you have as the skin and other parts of the body. Then number 5, in glucose regulation. Now the chief hormone for regulation of glucose, blood sugar level in the body, is insulin, and magnesium plays an important part in the production of insulin, that is, and also release of it, secretion, synthesis, release of it, and its sensitivity. Now what insulin does is this: if the blood, you eat, let's say, a high level of sugar or food that has carbohydrate, that is, the end product first of all of carbohydrates is glucose. Then you have simple sugar, glucose, fructose, and the others. Now let's pick glucose for example. Now the blood is digested and carried in the bloodstream. Now if the level is high, there's a need to regulate the level. I've talked about in science, regulation of a certain level so that it's not too much beyond the level or too low beyond the level. So in this case, when insulin in the body is released from the pancreas, as let of Langerhans, it notices it. Its sensitivity to know that yes, the level of blood sugar is higher is also controlled by magnesium. Magnesium plays an important role in this sensitivity of insulin, both the secretion and sensitivity of insulin. Now, if you know one or two other function of magnesium that I may not have mentioned, do well to put in the comment section. You have a question, please do ask. Thank you so much for staying tuned. In the next class, we'll be considering the deficiency symptoms. Deficiency symptoms will be what are those diseases or conditions that may arise as a result of either low intake or non-intake of magnesium in the diet. Stay tuned in the next class. Thanks.